Yeah. So well, the last one of them right now that came from I think it was Peter Cullen fans. At Peter Cullen fans.
I'm bleeding. Hang on. Just a bleeding thing here. Wake up. There. See, I'm going to auction this off.
Auction it off right now. Well, the Autobot Decepticon kind of conflict is going to, you know, hoping it's going to go on forever until the Autobots win. But if you could write, and this is also one that could go all the way around, if you could write the final chapter of their conflict, how do you think it would conclude? It's a tough one, I know.
Wedding. we did write it. Watch season 3 Beast Hunters.
I've always wanted to be a bride. The mail we're gonna get now. Oh my God. On a very special Transformers plane. I have the dress and the shoes.
Well, also, I'm going to ask you a question, but there are a couple of microphones on either side of the room in the back here, so if you have some questions, you can start lining up to ask them, and anything like that. We have a pretty big capsule with a lot of answers. Yeah. Are you already there?
You said there were mics right here. I walked up.
I did say there were mics.
There's going to be a line in a minute. I want to get here quick.
Well, let's start now. Go ahead.
I actually wanted to thank you guys. This got me back into Transformers. I had gone away for a really long time. You guys approached these characters and gave them dimensions that weren't in previous iterations of the show. There were episodes where I was rooting for Starscream, which I never could have seen myself doing when I was a kid. How early in the writing process did you start fleshing out these human characters, even among the bad guys?
I mean, early. I mean, we kind of had a sense of what we wanted to do as a group, you know, and our conception of Starscream was we wanted to sort of trick you. You know, just when you're feeling sorry for him and he gains your sympathy, he suddenly does the nastiest thing you can imagine, and he's back on the evil side. And we wanted to play with you that way, and we think it just makes him a richer, more dimensional character.
And quite honestly, I think with every show we've ever done, but especially with Transformers Prime, it was all character at the beginning. We were sitting in an office and we were in Bob and Alex's offices initially. We didn't have a place to live or work out of yet when we first started. It was all about the characters. It started with, who are these people? We hadn't really figured out yet what the overarching story was. That kind of came a little bit later. We hadn't figured out exactly even who the ensemble would be necessarily. We were talking about personality types and long-term goals, short-term goals, all that sort of thing. It really started with character first, and then the other stuff, especially as we started to dig more and more into the mythology of Transformers, some of that stuff we added to the stew after. It starts with people.
And finally, we're all fans of the movies, right?
Yes.
But the movies are 2 hours long, so you don't get a chance to do everything you want to do. And so the idea of actually being able to give a voice to these characters that you just didn't have the time to give them a voice in the movie was so exciting to all of us, and that was our guiding principle, and it's how part of this band got together in terms of making it more than we can do in the movies. And that's a rare thing to say. It's not rare. It's rare where you can say we can do things in the show that you can't do in the movie. Normally it's the other way around. And so we're pretty lucky that we got that opportunity to actually do things we wanted to do in the movies that we couldn't do and do them on the show.
You have someone over there?
First of all, I'm a big fan of the Hub. I sit down at my home with my little sister. She watches the Hub, and we like to watch My Little Pony, which is like, it's an interesting show. I mean, I personally, as a child, I find it interesting. I find it interesting.
You don't need to defend yourself.
And I also love Transformers, and me and my sister love to watch it. And my question is, will Megatron and Optimus Prime ever have a battle of the century and a feud? Like, big, humongous battle.
So far, you feel like it's been a small skirmishes, flesh wounds.
How about Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie against Optimus and Megatron?
I think maybe yeah. And yeah. How is it behind the set and all of you having a great time, like making the show? What do you guys like when making the show? Y'all just be happy and make the show. Just have a great time.
As Frank said, hard work.
Hard work, as in fun work.
It is incredible.
We can't lie to you.
It is incredible, and by the way, I'm the curmudgeon, but I'm telling you, it is incredibly fun work. Mostly because the people you get to work with. All these making television shows in general is very hard, and it tends to be all about the people you get to work with every day. And a lot of the people on this show actually work together on previous shows like Jackie Chan and Men in Black and all the rest of it. These cast members, many of them have worked together before. They're already a bit of a family. When we all get together, we're more of a family. And the truth is, from the very beginning, Hub and Hasbro, sort of everybody who was involved with this was on the same page. It started with Bob and Alex, and it never really veered off, and that doesn't happen very often. Usually, over the course of 3 years of production, somewhere along the way, the train goes off the track, and you get pulled in other directions. It never actually happened on the show. Everybody stayed on the same page all the way through, and it made it a pleasure to come to work every day. It really did.
And we're all getting a house together with bunk beds.
Can I be in the top bunk? So thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of Optimus Prime. I got one question. When are you going to do the Dinobots?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this question. The Dinobots. He was asking when everyone to do the Dinobots. That would be awesome. Let's hear the actor's version of the Dinobots.
We have to audition.
Yeah, the show's over, babe. You got to audition.
Okay.
So welcome to the Walking Dead premiere.
It's the late night version, right?
We don't have the dialogue.
Oh, dialogue.
That's okay. Go ahead over here.
Still love them?
Hi, excuse me. I have a question for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Richardson!
I have a question for Mr. Kline and Mr. Cullen and Mr. Welker. And from my understanding, there's a rumor there's an African-American autobot called Escalade, and I was wondering when and what episode are you going to come out and partake in the adventure?
That suit is very slimming, by the way.
This is what it's like in the studio.
The hardest part of the show is right there. And Nolan North, right behind him. And Darren North, where's Darren? There's Darren.
Welcome to the Naughty Cons.
A new show that we haven't told the producers about. The Naughty Cons. There's our leaders.
Kevin.
Okay, so maybe there's no truth to the Escalade. We have a question over here.
How come Megatron always wins against Optimus?
He's smarter, stronger, more resourceful, and pretty pretty darn good looking. It doesn't pay to